request for proposal, and they reached out to several contractors that had experience with the Seymour process. They bring the contractor in early, so the contractor is currently working with the architect on pricing. And there's two pros to having this type of project. The Seymour process is to speed up the process and to save on funding, because there's no surprises, because everything's discussed early on and then we can move forward. So that is what they're doing now. Actually, this entire week, Donahue Favret, who's the contractor that was selected, and GFP Architecture and DDG Architecture, they're on a joint venture. They're working together to just go through every aspect of the project to see where can we cut costs, what do we need, do we want to add, do we want to take away, because they have these cost figures at hand. They haven't shared it with us yet. They will share it with us as soon as they go through this process. But we are looking at construction to begin early this summer, and with expected completion by fall next year.
And I know there's no sidewalks, between the police station and the baseball stadium.
Right.
Is there any plan to put sidewalks there when the buildings are finished?
Absolutely. As soon as funding becomes available, we will do everything we can to connect it. We try to, at the end of the project, if there's any funding available, if we can use that to help improve the site, we will definitely do that. Absolutely.
And are there any facilities in the works right now that maybe aren't as public because, they haven't been fully planned out,
Not exactly. I do have a list of everything that is in the works that you may not know about. And I know we have Hurricane Ida repairs. I'll just touch on that a little bit. This is being funded by the Office of Risk Management, and FEMA is going to pick up what ORM does it, and then the university will have a small amount that we would have to pay out of pocket. That's a little over $20 million. And we're wrapping up that process. Roof work at the cafeteria just began. We have some repairs there. And once the repairs are done, the air conditioner will be repaired on top of the building, so the two temporary chillers on side of the building will go away. So you won't see that anymore. It'll be gone. One of the most exciting things is Pelche roof. We've been waiting for that roof to be repaired, and bids actually came in. The state bid it out on February 22nd, and the low bidder was awarded the project. It's a company called Roofing Technologies. Their contract is in place, and the next steps will be a pre-construction meeting. We'll discuss like the lay down yard for material. We'll discuss the timeline, but it's possible that early this summer that we could see progress on Pelche Hall roof. But this is one that may not be on your radar. Hill Hall window replacement. We received a private donation in an amount of it's right around $500,000. But to change out the windows is $445,000. So the material is on order. It's through a company called McInerney out of Nashville, Tennessee. They're the same company that replaced all of these windows in Elkins Hall. They were a great company to work with, so we're excited to have them on campus again. But the windows are on order. They're being fabricated right now, and then we expect them to arrive on campus on March 29th. So as soon as they get here, we will begin working with Dr. Rademacher and the team that lives in Hill Hall to make it as painless as possible.
I think the windows were leaking last time I came in here still.
Oh, mine?
Or some of the windows
oh, right.
were still leaking.
That was from Hurricane Ida. Yeah, so what was happening, we had lost so many gutters around the building that when the water was coming through, it was hitting directly against the windows, and then it was coming in through the inside of the attic also. So that's been corrected since. So our roof has been replaced. Something else that's exciting that you may or may not know about, we have 2 new car chargers for electric cars on the Bayou Side Pavilion. We received a grant amount of $24,000 from Volkswagen. So we have 2 80 amp chargers that have been installed. They actually are charged up and they are ready to go. We don't have the power on just yet because we're working with our controller's office on how to accept payment from people who use the chargers. So what happens is, you may know the process, but I learned a lot through this process. We formed a committee and learned everything we can about car chargers, and that way we can get the best product for our campus. And we found out that the 80 amp charger was the latest and greatest that we could get with this grant. It's a level 2 charger, what we can get. And what happens is when you buy an electric car, you are shared an app that you can download, and anytime you need a charge, you can pull up a nationwide map that shows you where all the chargers are in the United States. And then they'll find Nichols charger, hopefully, and they'll drive up, and there'll be a QR code on the, there is a QR code right now on the post, and you would scan it, and however you pay Apple Pay or however that's set up, you would pay at that point, and then you would be able to charge your vehicle. So as soon as we're working out the payment method with the controller's office, we're hoping to have that squared away in the next few weeks. So as soon as that's done, we'll have a ribbon cutting, a ceremony on the Bayou side, because it is our understanding that these two chargers are the first public chargers in Thibodaux. There's only 2 others, and they're private from what I understand. So we're super excited about that. Guidry Stadium, we have 4 restrooms, 2 on the visitor side, 2 on the home side. These roofs are being replaced as we speak. It's funded with deferred maintenance funding money. Some of the $500,000 that I had mentioned, y'all may not have noticed that, but it is being worked on currently. So we're excited, and we expect this work to be completed by late March. So just in time for football season, we'll have new roofs. IO pool demo. This is part of the deferred maintenance funding that I mentioned in the $500,000. We put it out for bid, working with the state. Mr. Randy Landry, he owns Randy Landry Contracting. He was awarded the project. The cost is $203,700. He will come in and he will demo the pool, and he will demo 1 panel of cement around the perimeter of the pool. The pool building stays. The pavilion stays. In fact, it's going to turn into a stage area for students. So what we're going to do, when they demo it, if you could picture the pool gone, and then there's this wall in front of the pavilion, we're going to dress it up. We'll look at it when it comes down, because we're not sure exactly what it's going to look like once it's demoed, but we're going to dress it up and make it look nice. And then we'll also, the pump house, which is the building next to it, that stays. It just has a brand new roof from Hurricane Ida, including the pool building itself. So with the pump house, we're gonna take all the pool equipment out of it, the things that obviously are no longer usable, and we'll be able to use it for storage. So like if students want to use it for event storage and that sort of thing, they'll have a building there. So I'm actually expecting a timeline today from the contractor, but they're looking to crank up within the next month. And it's a company, Randy Landry's the contractor, but he is subbing it out to a company called Neighbors. They're a very well-known demo company, and they're actually demoing 2 public schools in Thibodaux as we speak. I think they might be cleaning it up. They also demoed Long Hall, if y'all remember Long Hall. They were the company that demoed that building for us. I believe it was in 2008. So we have some experience with them, but they are great. Something else you might not be aware of, we did receive funding in an amount of $160,000 from the state, and it's designated for campus safety funds. And our chief of police, Chief Borns, has been working with our IT team, Mr. Sandcagle and Slade Besson, to find the best equipment that we can use, get the most equipment for our money, state-of-the-art equipment. And we did come up with a project. We have a scope of work. And we did receive $160,000 from the state for this. So we'll be working with our purchasing team to go out for bid. So we're hoping to go out for bid in the next few weeks. So it's really exciting.
And I'm going to look at the rest of it.
Yeah.
But one last question, kind of. So they're going to be filling in the pool, or is the pool just going to be open?
Well, what's going to
iffy
happen?
on that, yeah.
Right. No, I understand. So the fencing will come down. The pool, the cement around the pool, like I said, 1 panel will be pulled away. It'll be completely demoed, and they're going to fill it with dirt, with soil. So, and we actually, with the construction of the Coastal Center, you can see the piles of soil out there. We have asked them to save that soil so we can repurpose it to the pool. So we're saving a lot of money by doing that, because soil is quite expensive. So we'll be able to reuse that soil to fill in the pool. But it'll be, they'll put, not sod, they're going to put the seedlings in. So it's more cost effective to do it that way. But we'll have grass over it, and it'll be nice and beautiful in a great area for our students to have events. But like I said, the fencing all the way around will come down.
Okay.
So it'll be ground level. So yeah, we're excited. But other than that, I wanted to mention that all of the funding sources that I had mentioned, all the state funding, it can only be utilized for the projects that it is assigned to. We cannot use it for anything else, and none of the funding provided for these projects are being funded through our university's operating budget. So I just wanted to make sure that you knew that.
It's hard because people don't understand that half the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah,